we take you to Eldorado Park on a developing story. A 4-year-old child has allegedly died after being beaten to death by her father. Gauteng police spokesperson are on their way to the scene, but for an update, we're joined by SABC reporter Lopang Alamu. Lopang, a very good evening to you. Shocking revelation. What has happened?
Not a very good evening here for the community of Eldorado Park in Extension 1 from what we've just heard. I'm going to move out of shot and have our colleague Herbert Memela just give you a visual of this particular area. Now, this is where the alleged attack happened, and you'd notice that police are currently on the scene working the area. And just to get forensics, what we understand at this point, the details are quite sketchy at this moment, but what we understand is that the father of this 4-year-old girl child assaulted her to a pulp. She was admitted to hospital yesterday, and it's alleged that she lost her life today. We're going to try and speak to the community members who wish to not have them shown on air, and we'll just try to talk to them as they give us a witness account from what we understand of what happened here. I'll just get one of them to come and talk to us about what they say happened here. Thank you so much for your time. We won't show you on air as we discussed off camera. If you could talk to us about what you saw, what you understand happened, and the details that you have until now.
I'm going to start by, we feel that SABC has failed us, because yesterday when they came here, it was like there was no forensics here. They only took the child, took it to the hospital. No one, they didn't ask statement from no one. They just left. And then today we've told ourselves we can't sit still. We must stand up. It's a 4-year-old. It could have been one of our children.
So I just want to confirm, were you here when this particular incident happened? I know that one of the people here were here, yes, and quite a few of them were here. I just need someone who can talk to us as to what happened here. Give us a witness account, because we understand that the mother was not present, yes, when this attack took place. So we just need someone to talk to us through this particular attack. What happened? I think we'll just wait as she tries to get someone who was a witness, and they also won't be shown. Just really fearing for their safety. I'm not sure, were you here? If you weren't, you can just get us someone who was here to talk us through what happened here. Thank you so much for your time. We spoke off camera, we won't show you. You can just talk us through what happened here. You were here when this happened.
Yes, I was, yeah. So what happened is that the morning when I woke up, it was still quiet here at home. There was nothing. So like around about 9, it started when a child was supposed to eat. And the father started shouting about, you must eat, why aren't you eating, must I hit you, and things like that. So then that started in, after eating her, forcing her to eat, and she didn't want to eat. He then proceeded to bath her in. It was so brutal and it was so ugly, because I didn't just heard he started eating her. I heard blows falling like he's eating, and it sounded like he was drowning. So we have a window on that side of our shack, so we open the window to call Ethan, what's happening there inside? And the door was locked from the inside, so we couldn't go in to go help and go see what's wrong. So as we know, his normal routine is that he leaves normally during the day. So we waited for him to leave, but he never left. So he has been eating us since the morning till the afternoon, till the police came. Till we decided to phone the police, so the police came. So yeah, that's just what happened.
The condition of the child, how was she? And if you could also just talk to us about whether you know this particular family. What kind of family were they, the child as well as the father?
The child, I would say the child is like any other child, a simple child, always playing. She was never a child that was always around other children. They never had the chance to play with all the other children in the yard, because there's a lot of children in the yard. They were always inside, the 2 children. But this isn't it does always happen. There were days that the father and the 2 children were having nice topics, that they were laughing, and he would give them something to eat, and they would watch movies, and then he would leave. He would lock them in some days when they fall to sleep, and then he would leave and come back, but he wouldn't leave for long. Then he would come back. story. So that was the kind of relationship they had. When the mother knocks off, they would play music, she would start cooking, and that was just their normal life that they had every day. It wasn't every day of fighting and things like this. So that's why we believe it's the substances that he used that triggered him to do something so brutal to a 4-year-old.
Well, thank you so much for your time. That's witness account of what transpired here at this particular space. Now, we understand that this is where the family lived, the mother, the father, and some children. We're yet to determine how many children lived in this particular space. We're also expecting the Gauteng police spokesperson, Mavela Masondo, to arrive at any time now. We understand that he's on his way to this particular scene, and the details as to when the child passed on are still quite sketchy. And you've just heard the witness account saying that the child was beaten from the morning until around the afternoon, when the father was allegedly taken by the police. That's the information that we have at this moment. And a 4-year-old child was beaten to death by their father. So I think we'll wait for the police to get here, and hoping that they have a little bit more information for us from their end. We've heard the community saying that they feel that the South African Police Service have failed them in this particular incident, and we'll wait to hear from their end as to what exactly transpired here. I think for now, I'll take it back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Lopang Alamu, giving us the latest there on the ground in Eldorado Park. A breaking news story this evening. A 4-year-old has been killed, has died, allegedly at the hands of her father or his father. We're not at this stage not clear on the gender of the child, but this is a developing story, one we will continue to follow with our reporter Lopang Alamu on the ground there, trying to get some detail on what may have happened, as a witness has spoken to the details around what she knows around the family and what could have potentially happened. We will be keeping a very close eye on this developing story.